पर फेक अब बिजी है।
Oi,
नीचे
can you
जाना।
help me? Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
किसको
Hello.
चाहिए?
Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought perhaps a fellow Hufflepuff might have the perseverance to join me in a bit of an adventure.
साइड क्वेस्ट है ये
Following a
वाली।
treasure map to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Sounds
Following
intriguing.
a Hogwarts treasure map. Count
That's
me in.
nice.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
ये साइड क्वेस्ट करते हैं, थोड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग लग रही है। सो वी हैव अ मैप जिसमें ये सब दिखाया हुआ है, तो ये हमारे क्लूज है बेसिकली। तो ये डोर है, ये मेरे को वो कोर्टयार्ड लग रहा है। ये नहीं पता, ये अपना एक्यो है, ये वो स्टैचू है, ये अगेन आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एग्जैक्टली।
कहाँ तक आपने कंप्लीट किया इसको?
कहाँ तक मतलब?
तो कितना कंप्लीट हुआ? वो स्टीम पे कितना दिखाया था कंप्लीटेड? 10%?
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक इतना कंप्लीट हुआ था।
10% भी नहीं हुआ है?
नहीं, बहुत बड़ा है रे। एंड द थिंग इज मैं सारे ये कर रही हूँ ना, साइड क्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ मैं सारे। हैकेट्स का क्लासरूम किधर है यार? रुको मेरे को मैप खोलने दो। हैकेट के क्लासरूम मतलब अपना डिफेंस अगेंस्ट द डार्क आर्ट्स का क्लासरूम के पास जाना है अपने को। आई डोंट थिंक, देखो बिकॉज द थिंग इज हमने जो मेन क्वेस्ट है वो बिल्कुल भी ज्यादा कंप्लीट नहीं की है। मेरे को बहुत कुछ करना बाकी है अभी। तो इससे नीचे जाके वो स्टैचू था कहीं पे, if I am right, ये क्या था? हाँ, यहाँ पीछे।
I'd like to shop in the house.
You're
out alone with all that's going on.
Yeah. Minute. खाना तो चाहिए इसने। हाँ।
A rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
People are streaming this game.
कितने?
Thousands almost.
अरे वाह।
YouTube पे Valorant से ज़्यादा स्ट्रीम तो इसकी हो रहा है। ओ भाई।
नया है ना अभी ये। अभी नेक्स्ट क्या करना है इधर से? ड्रैगन फाउंटेन, कोर्टयार्ड जाना है अभी। मैप से जाते हैं। इधर है अपना कोर्टयार्ड। इधर ही कहीं पे था ये कोर्टयार्ड। ये तो अलग ही है। चलो नीचे है कोर्टयार्ड, इधर रास्ते से बाहर जाएंगे।
जाओ जाओ।
हाँ, ये हो गया सेकंड
There's
वाला।
the fountain. I'm getting closer.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Stairwell going up.
This stairwell looks promising. This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Lumos.
Revelio.
चाहते painting is hiding. Oh right. Did say you
ये
need
नहीं
to use
पेंटिंग पीछे
वो मैप पे
There
लिखा
was a
था
doorway hidden within the portrait.
मैप पे लिखा था कि you'll have to use
I wonder what
Accio.
came of Arthur's search.
Done. ये वाला तो हो गया बेसिकली वहां पे ना लिखा था कि you will need to use Accio. तो
मैं ऐसे ही मुझे दे रहा है क्या बीच बीच
नहीं नहीं जो मैप हमें मिला ना उस बंदे से उसी पे लिखा था कि you'll have to use Accio. भी उसको जाके मिलते हैं फिर अपना मेन क्वेस्ट करेंगे बहुत वक्त हो गया मैंने मेन क्वेस्ट ही नहीं किया है
पण फाइट वगैरह कितली आहे कोणासोबत नाही ना गं?
ड्यूएल केला ना आपण त्या ट्रोल और वो ट्रोल था ना हॉग्सबीड में उस ट्रोल के साथ की ना फाइट अपन ने
Someone passed me a note in class with a heart.
Find anything yet?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to
ड्यूएल
join
अपन
me.
ने एक तो ट्रोल के साथ किया था और
Well,
एक
on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might be already.
तुझे याद है वो बड़ा सा मॉन्स्टर था हम लोग वो मार्केट में गए थे तब
मैं तो काम कर रहा था भाई
क्या यार सो बड़ा सा एक मॉन्स्टर था उसके साथ फाइट ली थी मैंने
इस पर्दे के पीछे भी कुछ तो भी मिला था आपने को राइट
नहीं नॉर्मल पेंटिंग है वो मुझे अभी बेसिकली ये यहाँ पे नहीं मुझे हैकट के क्लासरूम के पास नहीं क्या करना था अपने को मैं तो भूल ही गई रुको एस्केप दबा के जाने दो मेरे को क्वेस्ट्स में किधर है क्वेस्ट्स ट्रैक कर सेबेस्टियन से बात करनी है हमें सेबेस्टियन से बात कर लेते हैं तो सेबेस्टियन शैलोज वो बंदा है जिसके साथ हमने क्लास में ये किया था ड्यूएल किया था तो उससे बात करनी है बिकॉज हमें प्रोफेसर फिक की मदद के बिना रिस्ट्रिक्टेड सेक्शन में जाना
I
है
was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've
Let's
never
not
even met
tell him
him.
right now.
Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black
तूने
at the
दो
last
अकाउंट
moment.
से सब्सक्राइब किया क्या
I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
हाँ हाँ
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
इंटरेस्टिंग
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
हम जा रहे हैं अब रिस्ट्रिक्टेड
there?
सेक्शन ऑफ द लाइब्रेरी में
That's the
जिधर
door we need to reach.
डेंजरस वाले बुक्स रहते हैं
And those annoying prefects would love
Kya?
nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them
Yes.
see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky.
और वो
Let's
हेड
go.
गर्ल हेड बॉय
Hold on now.
क्या
There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm.
है ना वही
Forgetting
तो बता रहा
places
है
you're not supposed to be. Cast it
डिसइल्यूजनमेंट
and you'll
चार्म
appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
चलो और एक नया ये मिलेगा अपने को अभी
दबाना होता है, स्पेस दबाना होता है, F दबाओ।
पता है मेरे को, उस वहां पे जाके दबाना होता है, उससे पहले नहीं।
हुआ वो, नहीं हुआ, सब ये हुए आप,
अलाउ
सब तो माइनस क्रॉस हुए ना आपके, हाँ ना?
सब
हाँ
माइनस
ना?
क्रॉस हुए मतलब?
मतलब वो करते टाइम पे सब तो क्रॉस हुआ, ग्रीन किसी पे नहीं आया, सब रेड आए थे।
नहीं,
अच्छा ओके,
वैसा नहीं होता कुछ उसको। ओके, तो कंटिन्यू करके फिर
वो लगाओ ना आपके कीबोर्ड के
अरे यार
इसको,
किधर
उसके
किधर
लिए
से जाना है उसको? रुको रुको, नहीं वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि डिसइल्यूजनमेंट चार्म करना कैसे है?
में वो यहाँ पे लगाना है आपको, 1 2 3 4 में एक एक्सचेंज करके वो डिसइल्यूजमेंट लगा दो।
अच्छा, वही मैं सोच, किधर है डिसइल्यूजनमेंट पर? यहाँ पे तो है नहीं।
फेदर है ना, वो फेदर कौन सा है फिर?
रिवील योर, रुको रुको, इसमें होगा शायद से स्टूपिफाई। ये तो एंशिएंट मैजिक है, बेसिक कास्ट है। रिवील योर है,
ये
प्रोटेगो
क्या
है।
डिसइल्यूजमेंट, ये नीचे आग देखो, फायर के बाजू में आग देखो, पर राइट साइड।
राइट, तो अपने को इंसेंडियो अभी तो नहीं लगेगा।
3 दबाओ।
We must remain unseen.
वो कुछ टाइम के लिए रहेगा या फिर कंटिन्यूअस है वो?
देखेंगे ना, नहीं कंटिन्यूअस ही रहेगा। देखो ना, हमें अंदर जाना है ना, क्योंकि
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick,
और
behind the
लाइब्रेरियन देख
bookcase.
सकती है आपको।
हो गया।
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
रुको, उसको डिस्ट्रैक्ट तो होने दो थोड़ा।
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key.
चले गए ना
Here it is.
या फिर नहीं?
क्या हुआ ना,
मिली
सबको
जाके?
जाने दो मेरे को। हाँ रे, मिली। चुप चुप बैठो।
भाई चुप बैठो। अरे लाइब्रेरी
That wasn't so difficult
पकड़े गए।
after all. Now, find that book.
मिल गया।
अब बुक फाइंड करनी है, वो ये करो अनलॉक।
क्या करना है?
Oh, that one's
नीचे जाना।
charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a
Reveal
tome
your
by its
reveal.
cover, I say.
नहीं रे, ये देखो ना, जाना है ना, नीचे जाना है अभी। और बता रहा है ना हमें। ओके, so basic cast while to lure authority figures and enemies to a desired location. Aim mode precision and reveals additional spell targets. ठीक है, चलो।
Ghost, don't let her see you.
ये हो जाओ।
जरूरत नहीं है।
Wander in the restricted section at this hour.
Noobs. Drag.
सुपर है।
अभी की से करना पड़ेगा या फिर
रुको ना,
कहीं से?
देखेंगे
लेने के
समझेंगे।
बाद कैसे की लेने के बाद से होगा?
नहीं नहीं, की ले लिया अपन ने। इधर जाना है।
मतलब
हाँ।
समझ गया। डिस्ट्रैक्ट करो उनको, डिस्ट्रैक्ट करे बिना मत जाओ।
Ghost.
तो पीछे नहीं आई वो,
अरे यार, कैसे हो गया ये?
क्योंकि उसको आने ही नहीं दिया आपने। मतलब डिस्ट्रैक्ट के बाद वो के 1 सेकंड में थोड़ी डिस्ट्रैक्ट होगी भाई।
हाँ रुको ना, खेलने तो मेरे को, रुको रुको।
खेलने तो नहीं आ रही तो
खेल
अभी
ले
मैं
तो
देख
दो।
रहा हूँ तो आप एकदम जैसा खेल रहे हो। हाँ, ये ऐप से कुछ तो भी लेना था पीछे।
नहीं नहीं, वो इंटरैक्ट करना है सिर्फ।
Ghost, don't let her see
करो
you.
दूसरा। हाँ पीछे हो जाओ, आने दो उसको।
गई हो इधर।
अब दूसरी वाली को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करना, करो उसको।
फिर इधर से अभी किसको डिस्ट्रैक्ट करूं मैं?
इधर दबाओ ना। हाँ, बस नहीं वो आ रही। हाँ इधर कुछ तो भी दबाओ। नहीं 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 नहीं
हुआ।
नहीं, इधर
और
दबाओ।
कुछ
हाँ इधर
टारगेट
यहाँ।
ही नहीं दिख रहा मेरे को दबाने को।
हाँ इधर मारो। हाँ देखो अब वो कहाँ है।
Sure.
नहीं आ रही है वो आपके पास।
It's not safe for young girls.
इनविजिबल नहीं हो सकते आप।
पता नहीं।
अभी इनविजिबल दबाओ ना, फिर इनविजिबल होके जाओ ना।
आई डोंट नो, उन्होंने बोला नहीं था इनविजिबल का।
उन्होंने नहीं बोला तो भी आप जा सकते हो।
देखते हैं। ठीक है।
को एक काम करो, अभी उसको मत फोड़ो, जो ये है ना।
फिर
Ghost,
क्या करूं?
don't let her see
उसको
you.
मत फोड़ो, दूसरा कुछ तो दूसरे से डिस्ट्रैक्ट करो उसको।
वही एक दिख रहा है, कुछ भी तो नहीं है।
और आगे जाओ थोड़ा, आगे जाके कुछ नहीं, दूसरा थोड़ा
नहीं
सा बुक्स वगैरह पे नहीं है ना।
नहीं है।
ठीक है उस पे ही करो डिस्ट्रैक्ट, और भागते हुए जाना एकदम। रुको, आन दो उसको, थोड़ा आन दो, थोड़ा आगे आगे। हाँ भागो भागो, फुल भागते हुए जाओ। तो नहीं भागते हुए जाओ।
उल्टा मैं ये कर रही हूँ, दिखेगी नहीं ना।
देखेगी वो, भागते हुए इसलिए ही जाना था।
नहीं दिख रही, नहीं दिख रही, चुप बैठो।
Did I hear something?
Should be in the clear down there. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
हो गया,
So what is it you've been looking for?
हो गया।
I'm looking for a cure to help my
तो
twin
कुछ,
sister,
हाँ,
Anne, so that she can return to
देखो
Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is
आखिर में बस मेरा ये काम आ
Why do you
जाता है
think you'll
शायद।
find a
Chुप
cure
रह।
in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I
बोलो
can
ना
research
कूद
on
रहा
my
है
own.
वो। अरे वो
No need
कूद
to
रहा है
concern
आपके
yourself
लिए।
with that.
अरे अभी नहीं जाना
Let's
उसको।
focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
वेस्ट कूद रहा था।
अरे अपन,
Can I see
अरे
it?
वो समझा, अभी अपने को
being awfully
आगे जाना है।
cryptic.
देखना मैप पे, मैप पे देख लेना भाई।
अभी लेकिन वो कूद तो रहा था ना, कूद क्यों
हाँ पर
रहा था।
इतनी जरूरत नहीं है अभी उस चीज की। वो वाली चेस्ट मैंने बहुत बार देखी है, वो चेस्ट खुलती ही नहीं है।
अच्छा, तो क्या चाहिए होता है उसको खोलने के लिए।
पता नहीं, वो पता करना पड़ेगा।
Who have we
ये
here?
रिपेयरो।
पीव जाला है भाई।
Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caught.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go.
स्लिदरिन है
Good luck
ये
in your
भाई, ये
search.
कुछ तो होगा इसका प्रॉब्लम।
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got
अभी
to?
नहीं करेगा, बाद में करेगा ऐसा लग रहा है मुझे।
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
ये फंसा के लगाया आपको।
Revelio.
नहीं रे, रिपेयरो किधर है मेरा? रुको, मेरे को करना पड़ेगा ये रिपेयरो।
Reparo.
course. Traces of ancient magic. Must be more to this room.
हाँ
ये तो वैसे
Where
ही दिख
might
रहा है
this lead?
कैसे?
वो जो पहले हमने देखा था ना, वो जहाँ पे
सबसे
सबसे
स्टार्टिंग
लड़ाई
में।
की थी। हाँ वैसे ही
हाँ
दिख रहा है ये। वाह, इधर से कैसे जाना है अब?
ये कुछ तो बटन
Revelia.
वगैरह होगा। ये
नहीं
देखो ऊपर, वो दरवाजे के ऊपर चमक रहा है ना, पीछे वाले दरवाजे के ऊपर देखो, वो चमक रहा है। भागो, भाग के जाओ।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, रुको।
अरे हाँ, भाग
मेरे
के
को
जाओ।
अच्छा, मेरे को लगा कुछ तो होगा इसका। अरे बिकॉज आई
Not
रिमेम्बर।
surprising. Guards at the ready.
वो उसको मारते हैं। अब शील्ड ऑन करना। दूसरे गार्ड को भी मारा।
ओ, वो दूसरे गार्ड के लिए था। Shit.
अरे आप शील्ड क्यों नहीं ऑन कर रहे हो? आपके पास हेल्थ नहीं है। G2 हिल बोला। हिल बोला, G2 हिल।
गिफ्ट
और आप कूद भी
सक्सेसफुल
सकते हो बोले।
10। हाँ हाँ, एंशिएंट मैजिक पावर अप्स। ठीक है।
आप वो आपका जो अटैक है उनका, वो आप
रुको, मेरे को पढ़ने दो, 1 मिनट रुको। टैप X टू व्हेन यू सी दैट। ओके ठीक है। इधर से कहाँ जाना है?
भाई आप सुनोगे मेरी चीज।
हाँ बोलो ना।
हाँ, सामने जाना है। देखो,
हाँ।
आप कूद के उनका अटैक, ये देखो आगे। इसको एक्टिव तो करो। हाँ, दूसरा भी आ गया पीछे से। इसको मारो, ये आ गया। गिर गए दोनों। भाग के जाओ। हाँ चलो, अब क्या करना है? हाँ इधर।
This must be the way forward. But to where?
जाओ, भाग
Nearly
के
there.
सामने सामने।
Best keep my wits about
पीछे
me.
वाला निकल रहा था ना।
ऑलराइट।
ओ
ओम नमः
भाई,
शिवाय।
ये सबको एक्टिव मत करो, एक एक एक्टिव करो। क्या मतलब? कूद क्यों नहीं रहे वो जब अटैक कर रहा है आपके साथ?
ऐसा नहीं होता इसमें।
अरे होता है।
यार थोड़ा खेलने देना भाई। खेलने देना थोड़ा सा मेरे को। यार शिट, डोंट टेल मी ये बहुत पहले जाएगा यार। रुको थोड़ा। अच्छा रुको, मेरे पास गियर भी है। गियर डालना है बे, उससे होगा शायद से वो। हेलो 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 हेलो, तेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा। हेलो इसमें तो कुछ नहीं है। ये तो मिल गया ऑफेंस को ज्यादा।
Leviosa. Potato. Leviosa. Leviosa.
सीधा आप एक बार कूद के ट्राई कर सकते हो ना।
नहीं कुछ होता उससे, प्रोटेगो ही करना पड़ता है। वही मैं देख रही हूँ, वो उसके लिए उडी मारून नाही होते, त्यासाठी प्रोटेगोस यूज करावं लागतं। नाही काही हे बघ हे वाला।
Leviosa.
प्रोटेगो यूज केलं होतं तरी उपयोग नाही झाला आता तर। Finally.
It is a book after all.
फाइनली हुआ ना? हेलो, फिर से गए क्या आप? Oh God, the gameplay is actually very good. I mean, थोड़ा समझा नहीं मुझे X और Z का पहले, but I think this is great. जैसे मैंने प्रॉमिस किया था, नूब गेम प्ले तो होगा। ये क्या है? ये कहाँ आ गए हम?
नहीं वो डॉज होता है मेरे को एग्जैक्टली अब ये नहीं पता।
अरे हो गया,
हो तो गया लेकिन डॉज भी कर सकते।
नहीं, डॉज जंप करके नहीं किया जाता, क्यू दबा के किया जाता है।
नहीं बात
वही क्यू दबा के वो डॉज होता है बिकॉज प्रोटेगो है ना वो।
नहीं, वो तो डॉज होता ही है, वो तो शील्ड आती है, आप
हाँ।
कूद भी सकते हो एक इसमें।
आर यू श्योर?
हाँ भाई, मैंने देखा हुआ है ना।
ठीक है, करके
तभी
देखेंगे।
बताओ तो आप।
यार 2 भी दबाओ, 4 भी दबाओ, माउस बटन भी दबाओ, Q भी दबाओ, Z भी दबाओ।
छोटे हाथों वालों का प्रॉब्लम है क्या?
फिर क्या, इसलिए तो छोटा कीबोर्ड चाहिए।
You
तूने
wanted to
कौन
see
है?
me, Headmistress Fitzgerald?
पता है, हम
Professor
मेमोरी देख
Rackham?
रहे हैं वो पेंसिल में
Miss
से।
Isadora Morganach, welcome.
तूने तीसरे अकाउंट से भी किया क्या?
Professor Rookwood? Professor
नहीं भाई,
Bakar?
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया।
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad, especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens,
Same.
I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year.
हमारे
I've
जैसे
never heard of another like us.
Miss,
हम भी हॉगवर्ट्स में 5th ईयर में आए
when
थे।
we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such,
ठीक
we
है।
ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed
तो हम भी
today.
इनमें से है। पर 5th ईयर क्यों, ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे अभी तक। कहाँ पे थे हम पहले?
Sebastian!
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
किधर जाना है अभी? बाहर जाना है? क्या है? यूज कैसे करना है? ये देख, क्रीपी क्रीपी है बे ये।
Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Interesting.
Still,
Kaise?
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Okay.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
क्या मिला है चलो अभी फिर करना क्या है ओ लेजेंडरी केप वगैरह मिला है कुछ गियर लगा देता है हो गया केप किधर से करनी है फिर
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given.
Revelio.
Proceed to see me in my classroom.
What is our level? 10 or something. ना कुछ करना है, काम करते हैं। एक्सपेल यार में सीखते हैं पहले। न्यू स्पेल मिल जाएगा। इधर से जाना है मामा।
You can't imagine how
अच्छा, successfully avoid enemy attacks. Cast incendio on enemies. किधर से करना है पर ये सब कुछ? मैप खोलने दो। Interesting. ये कैसे करना है पर ये कहाँ पे करना है यार? वर्ल्ड मैप पे करना है क्या? किधर करना है? ठीक है, मैप किधर दिखा रहा है उधर जाके चलते हैं। देख तो लेता जाके, पर वो तो अलग दिखा रहा है। ठीक है, let's start with this one. फिर समझ में आ जाएगा.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Oh, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
ये क्या है?
Revelio. Reparo.
लूमोस करके देखते हैं.
Lumos.
क्या पता इसको क्या करना है? ये भी इंसेंडियो करना होगा.
Incendio.
I tried a knee reversal.
ये वाला दिया ना हमने. से वो लोटस की डोर की याद आती है, बाकी कुछ नहीं.
This is the first year my siblings are.
क्या है?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
क्या दिखा? Hidden herbology corridor. कुछ नहीं दिखा रहा hidden herbology corridor का. क्या दिखा है? बता तो रहा हूँ, नीचे बता रहा है।
आ गया भाई। फोन है प्रज्वल।
क्या हुआ? प्रज्वल का फोन था। मैं हिडन हर्बोलॉजी कॉरिडोर में जा रही हूँ।
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Lumos.
Oh, maybe
Incendio.
अपन गए हैं हिडन हर्बोलॉजी कॉरिडोर में।
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
काय त्यांचं?
ते बेसिकली असे हे झाडे जे अंधारात जगतात. सो
Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Incendio.
तो चेस्ट पे कैसे जाना है आपको?
Incendio.
ऊपर आ गया।
वही मेरे को प्रूफ तो ढूंढना है, पर कैसे वही सोच रही हूँ मैं। इधर से कहाँ पे जाऊँ अभी?
सामने।
Lumos.
हाँ, इधर से जाना।
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
इस चीज का प्रूफ है।
वो बेसिकली एक लड़के को सब बुली कर रहे थे, तो उसने झूठ बोल दिया कि हाँ मैं इधर जाके आया हूँ। अभी उसको डर लग रहा है, तो उसने अपन को बोला कि प्लीज जाके आओ हमारे लिए।
क्या स्किल है?
हाँ, इससे अपने को रिवॉर्ड्स मिलते हैं।
Incendio. Lumos.
मैप के पास कुछ क्लू है क्या उसके? हाँ, इधर जाते ना।
Have you found anything to, prove my...
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacular. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more.
जाते हैं हम हर्बोलॉजी सीखने.
For me.
पर होगा ना मैप पे कुछ आसपास जो हमने डिस्कवर तो किया है. उधर जाते हैं डायरेक्टली, इधर से जाएंगे उधर. शॉर्टकट.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
ये कौन है भाई?
अपनी प्रोफेसर है ये हर्बोलॉजी की.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Better than
We
the
do look forward to growing together.
Better than?
Better than our character.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
3 watching क्यों आ रहा है फिर मेरे को?
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
नहीं सुनाई दिया क्या बोल रहे हो तुम? रुको.
कुछ नहीं.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil.
So basically ये screaming झाड़ होते हैं जिनको अगर मिट्टी से निकाला तो वो चिल्लाने लगते हैं.
Envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany. I wonder if...
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see, how do I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. It's strange.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what's say we branch out. Introduce you to a different sort of flora. The Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbage
मजा आ रहा है यार मेरे को बाकी सब छोड़ दो लाइक क्वेस्ट मेनू वो कुछ भी सब छोड़ दो मेरे को बहुत मजा आ रहा है
and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out to this
में like ये
your classmate Mr. Pruitt has
been kind of our imagination.
Come back and see me when you're finished.
Harry Potter के जो fans हैं, especially ones like me who have obsessed over the books and the movies so much, उनके लिए.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
हाँ ठीक है चल चल भाग
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
हाँ ठीक है ज़्यादा flirt मत कर चल.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh,
flirt कर रहे हैं बंदा अपने से ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would. Here we are, home of the China. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
कैसे jump करना? पर उसको करना क्या? अच्छा. Hold tab and tap to.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
अभी क्या करना है? हो गया ना?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs.
Booba
the kind of plants
tubers?
that have your back in a fight.
Booba tubers?
Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
हो गया तेरा.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Okay, ठीक है. Collect करेंगे अपन.
इधर क्या एबिलिटी मिली अपने को?
क्या?
एबिलिटी कौन से मिली इधर?
वो चॉम्पिंग कैबेज मिले ना वो किसी पे फेंके तो उसको डैमेज पड़ता है. अभी देखा नहीं क्या तूने? ऊपर है ना. गार्लिक. प्रोफेसर का नाम गार्लिक है अपनी ये वाली. इसका नाम गार्लिक है.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should all...
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil.
हम स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm
जाओ
eager to
खाओ.
learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
चलेगा? Sure, we will. ये भी quest complete हो गई. अभी next quest. मैं 1 मिनट में आई है सर.
Mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Damn hearing.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. other plants too. Once your parents with the plants in the garden. You need me up here. Anyway, we probably ought to get back to class.
I am back. चलो नेक्स्ट ही करेंगे अभी. मैप पे जाना है. ये पोशंस क्लास अटेंड करना है.
उसके बाद वैलोरेंट चलो.
हाँ चलेगा. ये पोशंस क्लास कंप्लीट करके फिर बंद करेंगे. बोर हो रहा है ना तेरे को? है ना?
थोड़ा थोड़ा.
मैंने बोला था मैं खेल लूंगी अकेले.
खेलो भाई क्या है?
क्योंकि तेरे को पता है ना ये 70 घंटे का है.
70 घंटे तो दे ही सकता हूँ.
अच्छा दे दो फिर. मेरे को क्या है?
Shouldn't there be Aurus or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
देखो एवरी क्वेस्ट करने के बाद होगा. आप हर एक क्वेस्ट कर रहे हो ना तो 70 घंटे.
हाँ तो मैं करूंगी ना.
हाँ ऐसे तो लोगों ने 30 घंटे में खत्म कर दिया. 20
हाँ सिर्फ मेन क्वेस्ट किए तो ऑब्वियसली. पर अपने को सब करने हैं ना.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Chalo, let's begin.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
नाउ स्क्रॉल करो ना. स्क्रॉल मतलब राइट लेफ्ट घुमाओ.
किया तो.
किसके तो जैसा तो भी दिख रहा है रे प्रोफेसर.
किसके जैसा
I
दिख
see
रहा है
most
तुझे?
of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Aorus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
ठीक है, चलो.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh.
but she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Aorus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember,
लो वो क्या है? अच्छा feather है.
क्या लगा था तेरे को?
a well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Aorus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
Interact करो ना.
Wait,
अरे
it's not supposed to...
Inspect है. उसको वक्त लगा. क्या किया इसने?
Dragon Dog!
दिवाली.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
My Wiggenweld.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be point from Gryffindor.
ये अपना पोषण बन गया.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice...
I brewed an Aorus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
हो गया.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion. Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I...
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
लेवल अप हुआ क्या? कितने लेवल पे?
हाँ, 12.
6.
12. नेक्स्ट क्वेस्ट किधर है अभी? चलो क्वेस्ट पे ये कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, बंद करना है ना अब?
नहीं कर लो, ये कर लो.
श्योर. बहुत ये चलता रहेगा रे.
For the rest of term.
ठीक है. वो जो लड़की थी कल अफ्रीकन वाली उसके साथ. ये इसको फ्लू पे देखते हैं रे. आसपास होगा ना उसके कुछ तो. अरे इधर जाना है. हाँ ना बे, कितने दूर जाना है?
यहीं पे तो ले लो.
फास्ट है. अभी तो नहीं जा सकते. दिख नहीं रहा उधर कुछ भी. चलो भागते भागते जाएंगे. क्योंकि हॉगवर्ट्स के बाहर मिलना है ना उसको. भागते भागते जाना पड़ेगा.
भाई ट्रस्ट बनाए रहे।
हाँ ना?
Revelio.
कुछ है क्या कलेक्ट करने वाला? नहीं है कुछ।
एक वो है ना फेदर्स नहीं है।
नहीं। ये फ्लू मिला, इधर फ्लू मिला। चलो अच्छा, एटलीस्ट जब आना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट टाइम तो आ सकते हैं। और वो बीस्ट का क्लासरूम भी है, बाद में हमको मिलेगा भी वो। ये कुछ मिला।
वो ब्लैक है।
किधर से लाना है इसको?
मशरूम्स क्या कर सकते हो मशरूम से?
बेच सकते हैं। या बाद में शायद पोशंस में वगैरह लगे तो वो है, वो भी पॉसिबल है ना। और कितना दूर है, कितनी दूर मिलने को बुलाया इसने। ये क्या?
Revelio.
गाना कौन गा रहा था बे?
वगैरह होगा। और शॉर्टकट लेके जाओ ना राइट से।
ये इधर कुछ है देखना। क्वेश्चन हाँ देख, इधर चेस्ट है शायद से अंदर।
चेस्ट और पत्थर है कुछ।
देख रोब मिला मेरे को।
Revelio.
अंदर चेस्ट है ना।
ये देख कितना कुछ मिला। इसलिए ऐसे शॉर्टकट वगैरह नहीं लेने का लाइफ में, समझे क्या?
क्या ज्ञान दे रहे हो।
इधर क्या है? इधर भी कुछ तो है देखना। क्या है उधर?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
देखो रिवेलियो करो।
Revelio.
कुछ भी नहीं है। ओ इधर
वो
नीचे
देखो।
क्या है ये?
Incendio.
कुछ भी नहीं है इसको करना क्या है?
हाँ कुछ तो हो रहा है भाई। इसको खींच के उसके ऊपर रखना है।
तो ये तो कुछ अलग ही हो गया।
Lumos.
ये तो प्लान्ड भी नहीं था एक्टिविटी मेरा।
रिवेलियो।
Revelio.
स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म मिला कुछ। इतना ही था।
ये उधर कुछ तो भी चमक रहा है बाहर।
Revelio.
वो ले लो मशरूम।
यही चमक रहा था। ये क्या है?
ये वो भी है कुछ।
इधर लेके आना है क्या उसको? सिस्को में भी। वो पीछे कैसे उड़ी मारने हैं? अबे ये तो उधर पहुंच गया फिर से। नहीं उधर पहुंच गया।
रिवेलियो मारो।
अरे रिवेलियो से कुछ नहीं होता उसको।
Revelio.
हाँ पीछे देखो।
देख।
नहीं इधर नहीं लेके आना उसको, इधर कुछ तो भी और है।
Incendio.
क्या?
ऊपर क्या है वो?
मूनस्टोन है वो। फिर क्या कर रहा है इधर?
पानी भरना है इधर।
पानी कैसे भरेंगे? कुछ नहीं है अपने पास पानी भरने को। देख। पता नहीं है। दो वो नाटी को मिलने जाते पहले। लीच मिला अपने को, लीच। तू जो है वो मिला।
बराबर।
अच्छा शिफ्ट से स्विम फास्टर होता है। लीच जूस की खान। तो उधर क्या है? उधर भी कुछ है। उधर भी एक क्वेस्ट है। यार ये बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्टिंग है यार।
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
बराबर।
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
सही देख रही हूँ मैं। हाँ देख इधर है। इसको मैप पे जाके मेरे को टारगेट करने दे पहले। यार इधर वो क्वेस्ट होना तो चाहिए। क्वेस्ट तो जाने दे मेरे को। हाँ इसको ट्रैक कर रही हूँ ना मैं। चलो डाइव इन करना है।
इधर है लेकिन वो
देखना दिखा रहा है ना मैप पे।
जाओ नीचे अब।
कैसे जाते हैं नीचे? जाना पड़ेगा उधर पहले फिर
This
उन्हें
must be
बताएगा
where the
मेरे को।
Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
अब बताएगा ना वो कैसे जाना है। नीचे कैसे जाना है? ऐसा दबा के? नहीं ये तो पीछे जा रहा है। और इधर देख क्या हो रहा है? कुछ तो है इधर देख।
Have to search. Okay, अच्छा वो automatically search। क्या मिला?
कुछ तो ब्लू नाइट कैप मिला। अच्छा हर एक जगह पे जाके सर्च करना है उसको। मिल गया।
अभी कुछ और
I should
मिलेगा
let
ना
Grace
पीछे
know that I
देखो।
found her family
नहीं,
astrolabe.
हो गया उतना ही था। अभी गायब हो गया वो सर्कल देखना। और अभी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तेरे को। वो आएगा ही नहीं।
दो मत उसका astrolabe।
चुप रे दे देते हैं बेचारे के दादाजी का है।
तो
नहीं नहीं देना मैं
नहीं दो मैं बता रहा हूँ मत दो।
अरे मेरे
उसको
को
बोलो
देना।
मिला ही नहीं। उसको बोलो मिला ही नहीं।
अरे मेरे को देना है। ऐसा नहीं करते। मैं हफुल पफू आई एम नॉट सपोज्ड टू डू दैट। नहीं मैं देने वाली हूँ। बाकी मिला ना अपने को क्या नाइट कैप मिली। बहुत बहुत कुछ मिला। मेरे को जंप तो करना है। अच्छा इससे जाना है।
जंप नहीं कर सकते बीच पे जाना पड़ेगा।
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
No.
नहीं रे।
I
प्राइस लेती है। प्राइस लेती हूँ।
I did, but it wasn't easy. I shall need to be compensated.
I see. That's fair, I suppose. A reward, so to speak, for finding the buried treasure. Thank you for recovering it. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
और कुछ मिलता है।
Thank you again.
And
I do hope you keep diving.
पैसा दिया पैसा
You
दिया।
certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
अरे वो गैलियंस है 20 रुपए नहीं है। अलग रहता है वो दोनों चीजें।
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Halo is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
इधर ये था,
You can't
इधर chest है.
imagine how inconvenient.
अलग अलग.
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
अबे Valorant आओ भाई, करो भाई.
रुको ना एक मिनट.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly.
इससे बात करके
I've
बंद
just
कर
lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard.
किसके जैसा?
Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
Oh God, I will
Ramrock
never
has
be
no
able to
patience for
unsee
goblins
that.
who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me. Struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me. My paintings.
Oh.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Chest देख ना इधर chest दिख हाँ ये देख मिल रहे ना चीजें मिलती है देख इधर क्या क्या मिलता है.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
But Mummy, Archie, I don't have time to argue.
यार इसको
I've
रोक
told
दे.
you repeatedly not to stray.
चाबी मिलेगी ना कहीं पे तो.
Especially
नहीं
when
रे
I'm
ऐसी
inside
नहीं
with your
मिलती.
little sister.
I think हमको अलोहा मोरा ये करना पड़ेगा.
These
सीखना पड़ेगा.
with wings. Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. Revelio, you stay right here where I can see
बाकी
you.
अंदर है.
Now, why don't you do some more drawings?
ये इधर भी है.
Very well, Mummy.
बाकी दोनों अंदर है. इधर क्या मिलता है?
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
हाँ देख ये सब बाय कर सकते हैं सेल भी कर सकते हैं गियर आइटम ये बाय कर सकते हैं.
I hope to see you again sometime.
चलो बंद करो अभी.
जाओ इधर जाओ. कितने बजे?
अभी बजे 11:30. करो बंद. चलो.
वालों के लिए. एक बार चलो बाय.
चलो स्टॉप.